What's coming up for you? How are you feeling right now?
I am feeling hopeless about my self-care. Because I don't know how to separate.
I hear you saying you feel hopeless about your self-care and that you don't know how to separate.
Right.
And that makes sense to me because of how much you love Maria and how much you want her to be happy. That makes perfect sense to me. And that's what I love about the parents who show up to this meeting, is that they care that much. And it also seems to me that it's causing a lot of your unhappiness. And that must feel terrible.
Which still doesn't give me an answer.
No, because you're the only one who can actually answer the question, what does your self-care look like? What is it that brings you the most joy and feeds you and allows you to deal with the shit that comes up again and again and again in such a powerful way? What is it? Is it her homework and helping her with her homework? Is that where your power comes from? Or does it come from walking through the woods and doing a yoga class? Or where does your power come from? What's the source?
Well, and maybe it's, I try all these different things, but it never seems to be enough.
For you or her?
Because I feel like I can stay in my wizard brain
Time
with
out.
her.
That's not a feeling, that's a thought. You think you can stay in your wizard brain with her, and I don't doubt it. You're very level-headed, intelligent. I'm wondering how you feel when you're with Maria. What's the feeling?
It depends.
On
her behavior.
Great. So I'm wondering if self-care became a common practice of yours, a habituated practice. The little kind of self-care, the big kind of self-care. If your feeling and your state of feeling would begin to even out and not be so dependent on her, and that your happiness would be more dependent on how you're doing and not how she's doing. And she can actually start to rely on your stability for her happiness rather than you relying on hers for yours. Because the parents I see that come in are still wrapped around their kids' experience. When our whole goal, which is what I believe you keep referring to, is to get our kids to wrap themselves around our core belief system. That's our job as parents. Our compass is something that we pass on. But if it's broken, how do they know which way to go? We start following them. Does that make sense?
I think it makes sense onto we start following them, because I can see in some ways how I follow her.
And does that make you happy?
No.
Then don't do it. Because your whole goal is to show her how to be happy in life, right?
Right.
There's only one way she's going to learn. By watching you create happiness for yourself first. And then she'll know, oh, that's what women do. We make ourselves happy first. We put ourselves first. And then and only then can we make the world happy. Then and only then can we make our marriages powerful. Then and only then can we do the work that we were put on this earth to do, is that when we have taken care of ourselves first. The biggest crime, in my opinion, is that women have always been told to put themselves second to their husbands, to their church, to their... But without self-care, what can they put first? When your whole life becomes a race of trying to keep up with everything that's not happy, and it's your fault. You have taken on such a huge job with a girl that has been pushed back and forth, pushed away, brought back to, given back, pushed away, thrown away, whatever, however she's interpreting this. And so your role is to provide this stable woman, because she's looking at all these women who've raised her and saying, which one do I be? Why choose you? Because you've done her homework? Because you're making sure that she's happy? Or because you're the woman who says, let me show you how to do self-care. Watch me have power. Watch me have grace because of how I take care of me. And now I can take care of you in power and grace. And then she does the same thing. Oh, that's what I do. I take care of myself first, and then I get into a relationship. And I take care of that relationship second. That relationship is second to me. And then the children. Because with a powerful self and a powerful relationship, then and only then can we raise powerful children.
Ooh.
Ooh.